Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 17 of the...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Carr going to go on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down and more for Jacobs. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alex. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
173 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about it all.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Carr's throw complete here to Waller. A nice little, and shutting him off, now open field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Jackson's got it over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, it's Carr. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your score.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. So we've come upon half. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On first down, Carr. Right side caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. My goodness, 225 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he'll go down at the 28.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 36, Carr. He gets it complete to Jackson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Raiders.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Carr. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Carr going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas,
Today, from Allegiant Stadium.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd and goal, Carr, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with touchdown number 20 on the year as they have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Edwards.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I thought maybe when he caught it, you have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. To throw his car. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. CD. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish. Touchdown!
Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That escapes the sack. Steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And right side, they're going to go option here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16. A big play there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Carr now to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. Deshaun Jackson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet and put on the base. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile,
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoff.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On play action, it's Carr. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Busts through the tackle. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 47 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these...
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Counter play with Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is Carr inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Vegas.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Anthony Walker able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Carr to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down in distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his this play sheet to try and dial something up here. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never...
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfro. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, 26 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just finish? The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Carr now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So it's on to halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Time again to see Josh Jacobs. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 155 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Carr now on first down. Caught out right by Renfro. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A strong running. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. Back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A big play there for the Raiders. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for that. He's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appear.
Set to get this drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A good running there by Jacobs on 1st down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Carr to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Room here to run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
tonight.
So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tershawn Wharton able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute...
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow, 68 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Edwards a 1st down and more.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are...
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. 68 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, Carr. Jackson's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The final shot here before half for Carr.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill, and he will be brought down on... The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game,
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown! Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to set. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Going for it all. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Don't give him no! Don't give him no!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 7.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Carr. He gets it complete to Jackson. Touchdown Raiders. Deshaun Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders tack on another score. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.